Have you ever been scrolling through your feed, past the girl from high school's third Taco Tuesday of the month, and your cousin's suspiciously perfect gym selfie, and suddenly realized someone is missing? That one friend who is actually doing cool stuff in real life, but their Instagram profile looks like a digital graveyard. No stories, no selfies, not even a blurry photo of a sunset. In a world that basically screams, if you didn't post it, did it even happen? These people are the ultimate enigma. We usually assume they're either boring or they've joined a cult that forbids Wi-Fi. But what if I told you that, according to psychology, the person not posting is often the most confident person in your circle? While everyone else is fighting for a slice of the attention economy, these digital ghosts are playing a completely different game. Today, we're going to peel back the curtain on the silent profile. We'll explore why keeping your life private is actually a psychological superpower, and how it helps you rewire your brain for actual happiness rather than just likes. Wait until you see point number 4. It's the exact reason why your most successful friends are the hardest ones to find online. Let's talk about the like button. It's not just a button, it's a tiny digital hit of dopamine. Every time that red notification pops up, your brain throws a little party. The problem? Most people have outsourced their self-esteem to a bunch of strangers with smartphones. If a post gets 100 likes, they feel like a 10 out of 10. If it gets 5, and one of them is from their mom, they start questioning their entire existence. Psychologists call this an external locus of evaluation. It means you let the world decide what you're worth. But people who don't post, they've moved that power plant back inside their own chest. They rely on internal validation. They know they look good in that outfit because they have a mirror and eyes. They don't need 42 people to confirm it in the comments. Think about it. Have you ever seen a billionaire constantly posting photos of their bank balance? Probably not. When you truly possess something, whether it's wealth or confidence, you don't feel the need to prove it. But wait, is being private just about confidence? Or is there a darker psychological reason why social media makes us miserable? Let's look at the mirror trap next. There's a massive difference between living a life and performing a life. We've all seen it. A group of friends at dinner spending 10 minutes rearranging the appetizers to get the perfect lighting, only to sit in dead silence once the photo is taken. They aren't eating dinner. They're producing a commercial for a life they aren't actually enjoying. Psychologically, when you're constantly thinking about how a moment will look to others, you experience something called self-objectification. You stop being the subject of your life and start being the object. You're looking at yourself through the eyes of your followers. Confident people don't want to be objects. They want to be participants. They understand that the best moments in life are low resolution, they're messy, they're spontaneous, and they don't have a filter that makes them look better. By not posting, they stay in the subject seat. They are 100% present. If you're wondering how this affects your brain long-term, it's all about the neural pathways. Every time you skip the photo and just enjoy the moment, you rewire your brain to find joy in reality, not in the digital reflection of it. But there's a specific personality trait shared by these non-posters that makes them incredibly resilient to stress. It has to do with how they handle the void. Let's be honest, mystery is attractive. In an era of oversharing where we know what a random person in Ohio had for breakfast, saying nothing is a bold statement. Psychologically, people who don't post their photos are often high in privacy orientation. This isn't because they have secrets, it's because they understand the intimacy economy. When you share everything with everyone, your special moments lose their value. They become public domain. By keeping their photos to themselves, confident people keep their experiences sacred. They share their wins with the people who actually matter, not with an algorithm designed to sell them sneakers. This creates deeper, more authentic bonds in the real world. Plus, there's a hidden benefit. When you don't post, you don't have to deal with the social comparison theory. You aren't checking to see if your vacation looks better than your ex's vacation. You're just on vacation. It sounds radical, I know. Speaking of vacations, have you ever noticed that the most Instagrammable places are often the most stressful? That leads us to the surprising connection between silence and emotional intelligence. People who stay off the digital stage often have a higher than average emotional intelligence. Why? Because they've mastered the art of delayed gratification. Posting a selfie is instant gratification. It's a quick fix. But building a life you love without needing a cheering section requires long-term thinking. These individuals are also usually more introspective. They don't use social media as a distraction from their own thoughts. When they feel sad, they don't go looking for likes to numb the pain. They sit with their emotions, they process them. They don't need a digital band-aid. This is where the real rewire your brain magic happens. When you stop looking for the dopamine hit of a notification, your brain begins to crave deeper forms of satisfaction, like real-world connection, skill mastery, and genuine self-reflection. If you've made it this far, you're probably thinking, does this mean I have to delete my accounts and go live in a cave? Not exactly. There's a middle ground that the top 1% of confident people use. Now, I'm not saying social media is evil, it's a tool. But most people are the tool of the tool. The most confident people use social media for consumption or connection, not contribution. They might use it to watch educational videos, like this one hopefully, stay in touch with family or follow their hobbies, but they don't feel the need to contribute their own image to the pile. They've realized that their personal brand doesn't exist on a server in California. It exists in the minds of the people they look in the eye every day. Ask yourself this: if Instagram disappeared tomorrow, would your confidence go with it? If the answer makes you a little nervous, it might be time for a brain reset. Being a digital ghost isn't about being shy. It's about being so satisfied with your reality that you don't feel the need to prove it to a screen. It's about realizing that your life isn't a content house. It's your life. So, how do you actually start making this shift without feeling like you're missing out? Let's wrap this up with a practical challenge. Here is the truth. True confidence is quiet. Insecurity is loud. The person who is genuinely happy at a concert doesn't spend the whole time recording it. The person who is truly in love doesn't need to post a paragraph about their partner every week to convince themselves it's real. If you want to rewire your brain for actual, unshakable confidence, I have a challenge for you. Next time you're doing something amazing, something perfect for the gram, don't post it. Don't even take the photo. Keep that moment entirely for yourself. Feel the itch to share it? That's your brain looking for that external hit. Sit with that feeling, notice it, and then let it go. You'll find that the memory stays more vivid when it's not compressed into a JPEG. Being invisible in the digital world might just make you feel more seen than ever before by the only person whose opinion actually matters, you. If this resonated with you, hit that like button. The irony isn't lost on me, I promise. And subscribe to join our community of people who are taking back control of their minds. Stay confident, stay low-key, and I'll see you in the next one.